what it is to be a Heyoka Empath is that we make other people a bit uncomfortable, a bit unaware of their own issues. I mean, we make them aware within our being, and we also work throughout our own explanation of the body, vessel, mind and time and everything that we search for for the clean void to express ourselves fully. See, even my voice is starting to shattering when I try to pretend, because I realize that in order to be myself I cannot pretend anymore. I cannot shatter the old darkness that surrounds me. That's why I have to work through it and then work through dark night of the soul to be able to express what I'm going through currently. And that's the reason why empaths are very self-aware, very reflective, um, very closed about themselves. What I did was a little bit destructive process in order to process the, the things that I'm not yet ready to forgive for myself and for others. And that's how I ended up being here, not anywhere else in the world, but here, to be accomplished within one stage of my life, to see that, to see that everyone can get out of a situation that has no end to it. And everyone can hide a little bit and pretend it's okay for for a moment, for a little while, to obtain with certain aspects that everyone carries within programs of their own subconscious mind. But what I'm doing here is to embrace the darkness that allows me to bring everything back to light, back to my heart, that dissolves the issues. And since I've been doing a practice like this, I've felt so much better, because as an empath, I used to. I don't like calling myself an empath, you see, because as an empath, I used to hide myself, my feelings, my emotions behind the mirrors that will allow me to create the empty space between me and others and how they perceive me. But since I became very open for the subconscious, it starts to reveal much more of itself, and it showed me that no, you're not a bad person, you can do this, you can do that, you can teach people all of these lessons that you've learned. Just be mindful about the words you're putting out, because that's how you create the reality. And that's why I'm here, to talk about my feelings, to talk about my expansion and my awareness, to show you that even from the darkest moments of your life, you can create something beautiful, something to bloom, like the flowers. You see, flowers that surrounds me everywhere, because primavera, prime energy of the spring, is my main um, wheel for starting something new. And for many people, that's why we do cleansings, that's why we do cleaning of the environments in the springtime, because it all brings up the negativity of like the restlessness of the winter that accumulates in the ground, and then it all goes back to the nature, like with the circulation of the oxygen. That's how it all goes up and around. And that's why I'm here to show you a little bit more about the journey of an empath, a journey of someone who didn't necessarily want it to be here, but ended up being locked in the mirror land of shadows that follows to the core of existence. But I will guide you step by step how I overcome certain issues to be able to teach other people within their own space how they can become better versions of themselves. Like this, open hearted. And as I see everyone around, everyone has their own purpose, their own mission. And for such a long time, I pretended to be someone else, to pretend that I don't count within this process, because I got lost in the consciousness of surroundings. Within this space, I discovered that every one of us struggles with similar aspects, with similar problems that carry the same vibration and the same space. I've just seen the, the beautiful bird that came to teach me something. I realized that we are part of the nature. We are the part of the we are the part of this journey that wants to sing along with us, that wants to be themselves. And it helps me to realize, to align the mind, body and the heart space from everything that there is. Meet me at 10. I've just picked up this pine cone. They surround me. There's seeds that lie inside, but also the resin. That's a part of the tree, very sentient. When I was in Georgia, I met the man who was giving us this as a chewing gum to connect with the nature. It's pretty nice, actually. Tastes like a tree, like honey of the nature, because nature gives us everything. And I believe that being a part of this beautiful expansion of consciousness, I realized that nothing else matters but what I can perceive in this moment and what you can perceive within this moment and this space. And heightening the empathic abilities, I realized that this body vessel travels through and gives me the opportunity to speak up my truth within this cubicle of headspace. And I offer you the knowledge of the tree of knowledge that resides in every aspect of this consciousness. And each one of us carries the particles of the thread that connects everyone within the time, within the space. I no longer represent myself. The presence of the new time of spring, of the summertime, is here, and it's represented by this beautiful necklace that I got yesterday. Reminds me that we are all one, that we are here to do the same things, to be ourselves in the reality that doesn't really support the creative aspects of each one of us. And being a Heyoka Empath, I pretend a lot. And I pretend that I know what's going on. And in the meantime, I create the something from nothing. Magic. Connecting to Maya, connecting to Gaia, I clean up the dark night of the soul within you, and I hope that together we will make this earth a better place. Thank you, and meet me at 10. Remember, meet me at 10. Ciao.